My mom had me at a very young age. They separated before I was even 1 or 2. By the time I moved into my apartment at 18, I had had over 20 different homes and apartments. So like imagine you're in 6th grade, you come home from school one day and it's like, pack your stuff, we're moving. And it's like that every 2-3 years with each parent. So that was like my youth, and like it's not funny, but my apartment was the most stable home I had my whole life, because like I decided when I moved, I decided who was in it, I decided everything. So it was just, it felt amazing. It was like a relief almost. I went to YSB because I wanted people to help me. I needed to know what to do with my life. I couldn't keep couch surfing. I was living with a friend, and I felt like I was too much for her mom, because her mom was a single mom who had to take care of the whole household, and I just felt like I was too much. And I went to YSB because I heard that they could help teens like me. There was substance abuse in the family, and it was an unhealthy environment for me, especially as a teenager who was on the road to discovering and trying new things. There's enough of that with your friends that you don't need it at home. It would definitely have to be Chris. She's been following me since the beginning, and it was really, really great that she would take the time to come to Maison Prat, to meet with Luce and sit down and talk, and we set some goals, and it was kind of like transition from Luce to Chris, because you don't need to be seeing 3 people. Like you can really just focus with one person. And Chris has always been so positive and so approachable, and I can tell her anything. It was really easy, and it's just really, it was cool seeing her in the hallway days that you didn't have your meeting, just say hi and chat for a bit and tell her how you're doing. I was always excited to tell her good news too. Like when something good is happening in her life, you want to tell Chris, because you can see that she's happy for you, and yeah, it's been really cool. Well, hard drugs, and basically I would be up until about 10 a.m. Then I would go to bed, and I'd wake up at about 8 p.m. just to make it in time for the beer store, and then just like do it all over again. And that was the summer when I was 17. And I think I used to weigh like 40 pounds less than I do now. Obviously, I could have been on the streets with like crazy diseases. I could have died. Part of my depression was that I felt that I lost my youth, but I could have lost my whole life. Like the road I was going down, if I stayed, like if I just kept going, like it's really scary what would have happened to me. I just knew I always had someone there for me. They were always available to help, no matter what the issue was, because it's not always the same thing. You can get better for a certain issue, but then new things happen when you become independent and try to get a grip on your life. So it was just really nice to know there was always somebody there. They'll help you. Like if you need tools to get better, I mean, to learn about healthy relationships, healthy coping mechanisms, like they have all these things and more. So if you actually use it right, then you can see your cheminement. Like when we took out my first goal plan from like 2007, it was crazy to see like where I was and where I'm now, and it's nice to see all the work that you've done and to see someone who's super encouraging. Like every time I tell her, hey, you know what, I finally got my G2, or I finished my semester, it's like, good job Max, keep it up. And it's really good, because my friends were never in school. Like I'm the only one in university right now, so it's hard for them to acknowledge like, hey, it's the end of the semester so I need to study. It's like, they don't understand. But anyways, someone who sees how hard you're working to better yourself, to do all these things, and who encourages you too. And I'm considering a master's because I love school, and I do want to be an entrepreneur, and I want to have a yacht. That is my ultimate goal. I will have a yacht, and you're all invited once I get it.